Hey, so welcome to Slay the Princess. It's essentially a horror game. Yeah, like that. It's essentially a visual novel horror game that has different endings and different routes, and I never played it, but I watched the demo, so it's finally out, so I'm excited to play it.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
The end of the world? What are you talking about? If you consider that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Alright,
Before
whatever
you
you
decide
say.
to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
Well, how would you know that?
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
I mean, I can try. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget this, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some reward for doing this? Why not? It's called Slay the Princess, so maybe we should try that first.
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Okay. Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it?
Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Well, whatever you say. Okay, so at the end of the world, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Okay, even if I don't want to. How can a princess locked away in a basement end the world? If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not gonna kill her. Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
I guess you have a point. Okay. How can a princess locked away in a basement in the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a
Sussy.
job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Alright. Look, I'll go to the cabin, I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say, then... Okay, as bad as you say, then basically I'll slay her, but I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face.
I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
I mean, you have to give her a chance, right?
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Exactly.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, but technically he's me, isn't he? He's definitely me. But okay, let's go in the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
But I want to get to know her first. I'll take the
You
blade.
take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I mean, technically you can choke her if she's trapped, right? But then again, I'd feel
The
bad.
door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Okay.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Oh god, I'm scared.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Just checking in on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Let's just go without saying anything.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
For now.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Maybe. What? No way. Why would you even think that? Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. Nuh-uh. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk, steal your nerves, and step forward. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Man, I wanted to just because the name of the game is Slay the Princess, but now I feel bad. I'm gonna drop it.
Blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious
And then we're gonna die,
clap.
right?
Thank you.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
We'll be fine.
Why are we so
Don't
close
know
to
what
her?
you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, it's a pretty awkward relationship. Are you coming onto? Oh god, no. How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world?
Don't just tell her that.
What? You have to be honest.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
I don't know how I
I
feel,
don't
guys.
remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Well, maybe you can
Just how
explore
long
it.
has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
No. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? I've been told enough. I was hoping you'd tell me. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons for keeping that information secret from me.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
What if they're bad reasons, though? If they had good reasons for thinking I was dangerous, wouldn't they have shared them with you? I don't want to hurt anyone. I just want to leave.
Her tone of
At
voice,
the
I
end
don't
of
know
the
how I feel.
day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
I guess that's true, but technically you're chained up. Just saying. Like, I don't know. Is she lying? Is she telling the truth?
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
I guess that's
She's
true.
right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
I don't know.
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
I'm like thinking, what do we do? Should we let her out, or... What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
I think she has that attitude, I don't know.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out
That's
of
what
her.
I've noticed too. Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
Should we just try to kill her? I mean, that's the name of the
You
game.
know why you're here.
I'll listen to you, but then I'm gonna rebel you later. Alright. Let's go.
Charge the princess, blade trembling in your hand. You've already lost the battle.
Really?
She casually sidesteps your thrust before knocking you to the ground with a single blow from her elbow.
We shouldn't have hesitated.
Yeah.
But she doesn't stop there. She kicks you a few times for good measure, the pointed tip of her shoes feeling like a pickaxe against your fracturing bones, making sure you stay down. As you lie, crushed and broken on the basement floor, the princess kneels on your throat with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess. As you gasp for air, she eyes you with an intense curiosity. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
So then you are freaking evil.
She applies more pressure, slowly squeezing what's left of your life out of your lungs.
The freaking sound effects.
This is the end, isn't it?
I'm afraid it is.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Well, that went well. Chapter 2, The Tower.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Deja vu.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of
That's
the
what I like
world.
about this game, that it keeps looping but different things happen. Okay. Wait, hasn't this happened already?
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I. If he doesn't
Friggin'
remember
liar.
what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again.
Oh, it's gonna
She
be
is
okay.
not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
I guess that's true. Let's just go to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge?
Yeah, please.
I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic.
Well, the thing I like about this game is Voice of the Broken. Since we hesitated, we died. He's gonna, be very
You're being annoying.
pessimistic and everything.
Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress
kinda
enough
want
how
to.
absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included.
I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter.
Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible. So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be.
Let's see.
If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here.
I kinda wanna listen to the voice of the broken though. He went through a lot. I mean, he died, so...
The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small?
Okay, I'm kind of scared of this princess.
We don't feel small. We are small.
Let's go to the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
It's a mirror.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
It depends. Okay, let's just take the blade.
You take the blade from
We
the
might
altar.
need it for this one.
It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Alright, entering the basement. We might have to just bow down
The door
to
to
her.
the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease.
This is actually kind of nice.
It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time.
Okay, I don't think we're gonna be able to kill her.
We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Alright, let's keep going.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
I honestly think we're not gonna be able to kill her, so maybe we should just bow down to her. I don't know. I mean, look at her. She's freaking... like a freaking goddess.
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
Simp. Kidding.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants.
Oh god.
You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
I will obey you, your majesty.
The blade slips from your fingers and clatters uselessly to the floor.
I mean, it's true. We're gonna die. She's like... I don't know. She's too OP.
We didn't have to do that.
Yes, I did.
And yet you did.
She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence.
Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Nah, it's fine. Let him be a simp.
Kneel.
I will kneel.
On her command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs. I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new, and the world as it is now is overdue for alterations.
Well, that's not creepy at all.
It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It certainly does. And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can only hope it helped you learn a valuable lesson. You are the only one who can deal with her. And if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she? And you shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it? He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he? What are we supposed to do to stop her?
I don't think it's possible.
Okay. First things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. If you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
Dude, but she's like... No, we're gonna die anyways. Might as well give in, right? What would you have me do? What do you have planned? Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to. You can be whatever you want to be.
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart.
Fine, you know what? I'm yours to command.
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that magnificent? All you need to do now is break my chains.
Your freaking chains are huge, though.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say. No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong, trying to conceal you from me. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
So the narrator?
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you?
Well, she's a freaking goddess now.
A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about?
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Ah!
Rise, my little bird.
Okay.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Oh, she's freaking controlling him.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? All we have is a blade.
All
you need to do is believe it's been done.
Break her chains.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
Oh my god.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
I'll take her hand. Pledge your loyalty, you're better. Oh, okay. Well, let's end the whole world, shall we? But you do not take her hand. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Their narrator is gone. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror. Let's just look at the mirror, okay?
I'm begging you, don't do this.
Why not?
It's different now. It feels... I don't know. Final.
I
Fine.
don't want to look at us.
You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. I don't want to look at us.
The voices feel small and distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Silence. As you reach forward, they're gone. But the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You're alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. Oh, you're at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What are you? The gift of a fragile... Yeah, what are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I'm a person.
A person. A set of eyes witnessing from one perspective. I think that you are more like me than you are like a person. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
I guess that's true. The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one is dominance. A figure capable of bending everything to her will. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart. Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you.
This is so freaking interesting. Very different from the demo that I saw. Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Destroy your body, attack the entity. Let her out of there?
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Well, what happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole.
Oh.
And perhaps then we will know our freedom.
So like every perspective of her. Because I know she keeps changing. I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Let's just let it be. Well, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. That freaking scared me. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that
The
path
real Slay the
is
Princess
a
starts
cabin.
here.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're
Well,
here
that scared
to
me.
slay her. If you...
Okay, basically it's the same thing. You know what? Forget this, I'm not doing this.
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
What if I don't want to? Okay. Fine, I'll go to the cabin.
As long as you remain focused on your goal, it should all be smooth sailing. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking
I think I'm
about.
gonna try to actually slay her, not be hesitant, just go for it.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Alright, let's just take
You
it.
take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Okay, I'm gonna actually try this time to actually go for it. No
The door
hesitance.
to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Let's just go.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
With that sass. Let's just go. Let's
You
just do
step
it.
forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steal.
Not
your
question
soul.
anything, just go for it.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
This blade?
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Let's go. Let's just go. Full blown.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh, this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
If you're still talking, no.
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Of course it is. She's dead. Let's not have any doubt. Maybe she'll come back to life.
Yes, exactly. It's over.
Right? For
With your
real?
work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why
Okay.
do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
I don't trust this.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
What happened?
Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
I don't know about that. I was kind of hoping I get a better ending for saving
This
the world.
isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years, or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey. We're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
I hope not. Oh, the guy's with me. I thought that was him the whole time. Hell no, do you have any idea how to get us the heck out
I
of here?
do. But you're probably not going to like it.
Do we have to die?
The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero.
He's right. It's the only way out.
Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end.
But there's nothing. If there's nothing, then what's the
Do
point?
you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Well, technically thinking about it, the thing is if we don't, we're trapped here forever with nothing. Just a dead body in the freaking basement. So technically we have to continue, right? When using the blade, kill us. Anything to get out of this hell. You're right, I didn't like that idea. I'm just going to stick around and do nothing at least for a little while longer.
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it. In a sense, we die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore?
That's what I was thinking.
This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever. I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work.
Okay, we'll trust him.
That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
But I'm not happy, trapped here. Dang, narrator. Okay, you better be right about this. I'll be pretty upset if we die.
If we die, you can yell at me all you want. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate?
I don't trust the narrator.
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is
she's
dust
actually
and
dead.
bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
I didn't think she'd actually be dead then.
You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
His freaking sass.
The end. Nice knowing you.
Nah, we'll see you again. The Spectre. That's how you say it, right? Chapter 2, The Spectre.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin
Is
is
the
a
princess.
princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
But I killed myself. What am I doing
I
here?
can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago.
You don't have to give me sass.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again.
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Okay, let's just... I kind of want to turn around and leave. But no, we should... No, I'll turn around.
Oh. Do you think there's something else out there? Alright. Let's see what we can find. It's bound to be more interesting than doing the same thing over again.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Nope. Nope.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
I have to, okay?
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back
did it
on
on
track
purpose,
again.
dude.
Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Oh, how quaint. He really wants us to go in there, doesn't he?
You know what? Turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
We already died though.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
I had to do it at least once, okay?
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. Everything is getting...
Fuzzy?
What's going on? Where are we?
I don't know, but it feels like home.
This game is so cool, man. The world around you is unwound. It's physical matter replaced by textured nothing. You find yourself in long quiet once again. Memory returns. There's a distant rumbling, the sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. You already know what dwells in the empty spaces. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You're no longer alone. Confusion. Why are you here? I am unfinished. Resistance. Fingers draw claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. It is useless to us if it doesn't bring us more gifts. Force pushing against your will. No. You cannot go back. Not there. Regret. This world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. A wagging finger. There's only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am our only salvation. Return to your destined path and face the consequences. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path
Well, that was
is a cabin.
a bad thing to do.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Okay. Let's just go do it. What? Sweet, I've always wanted an Alpha Monarch. Viva la revolution.
That's the spirit.
Oh, why not?
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
This game is so creepy, I love it. I want to like beat it and get every single freaking ending. It's not gonna happen in one video because I know the game is kind of
The
long-ish.
interior of the cabin is almost
But I
entirely
want to.
bare. The air is stale.
Yeah, we already
and
know
musty.
this. We're
The
gonna grab the
is your
blade.
hero.
'Cause I
You take
think
the blade
when...
from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the prince.
So I think when that happens, it kind of resets us to the beginning. That's what turns to chapter 1 again.
The door to the
So let's just go
basement
kill her
creaks
and then
open,
actually do the spectre.
revealing a staircase faintly. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous.
Don't let it fool you.
Alright, we're just gonna go and kill her again.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs.
She's so coldly...
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are.
Yeah, I'm
Are
gonna
you
kill
here
you.
to kill me or something?
Yeah, let's just go.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking.
No,
I'm
no, we're
probably
not gonna
king
talk.
of- So,
No, I'm gonna kill you.
She's unarmed.
Let's just go.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down.
Oh, this is it, isn't it? I'm almost
I wonder if it's gonna give
embarrassed.
us that void again.
I should have seen that coming. Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Yes.
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. But is it over?
Wait. Oh, I can't click it this time. That's interesting, so we can't repeat that part. So let's just go for... I'm not sure, I feel like... No. Let's just do... Of course not, that was too easy.
It's over. Don't get all worked up.
That's really cool, though.
We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us?
Yeah, freaking suspicious narrator.
I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is
The mirror, though.
dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Let's check for a pulse.
You lean down and place your hand against her neck, holding your breath as you search for a pulse, even though you know you're not going to find one. We definitely won't if you keep talking. I'm sorry, do you want her to be alive? You just saved the entire world from annihilation. Why are you suddenly trying to call that into question? Wait, what was that?
Oh, she actually has a heartbeat.
You know what that was. That was the sound of a heartbeat, followed by another, and another.
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Oh, what the heck?
Something sharp digs into your side, the shock of it sending your nerves into a pained frenzy. Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs. As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now. See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate?
To be fair, I didn't have an option.
It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you.
Freaking narrator.
Whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2, The Razor. Oh, so we're gonna have to figure out how to do the Spectre next time.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin, you're here to
princess.
slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, Wait, hasn't this happened before?
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I.
Liar.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
His freaking voice. Voice of the cheated.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
How would you know that?
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
Right. Let's just go, shall we?
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
He couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
So the Razor, huh? I wonder what kind of princess this time.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered
The door's
glass.
broken.
The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
We're gonna have to take it. This place is freaking dangerous.
The blade is your implement.
Freaking
You'll
splinters
need it
everywhere.
if you want to do this right.
Okay, let's just... should we look at the mirror first?
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was
The
a mirror
music
a
is very
second ago.
menacing right now.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
Okay, well, let's take the blade, because I
take
don't
the
like how
blade from the
freaking vicious
table.
this place looks.
It would be difficult to slay the
Oh,
princess
God.
and save the world without a weapon.
You're gonna get splinters on you.
Feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Alright, let's go. She's probably gonna look very terrifying or something.
The door to the basement creaks
Ugh.
open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it.
Fresh
The
blood?
smell of fresh blood. You can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something, I told you.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head.
Well, if it's called razor, she's probably made out of razors now,
Her
right?
grating voice carries up the
Grating.
stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
Why does she look so freaking eerie in that pose? Look at her.
I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody. Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
She has her hands behind her back.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Do you remember what happened last time?
Last time? If somebody came into my house and stabbed me to death and then I killed him, surely I would remember that. But I don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
You freaking liar.
Last time? What are you talking about?
You freaking liar, dude.
Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth.
Mm-hmm.
I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember.
Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
She's freaking holding her hands behind her back. She's gonna freaking do something. I know you have a knife. I'll let you... Okay, I know you have a knife. I'll let you out if you drop it.
A knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife?
Behind your freaking back.
And why would I stab you to death? I
See,
don't
she's sweating.
know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death.
Sounds like she's really out for blood. Fortunately,
Oh, I didn't mean to skip. Well. Okay, what was it again? Okay. Fortunately, she isn't armed. I do not believe you. Prove it. Prove you don't have a knife.
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you, but I don't have one, so I can't.
the princess smiles as she
Oh.
pulls her hands from behind her back.
But look at this! Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with!
Hmm.
Her smile stretches into an even wider grin as she shakes her sleeves.
And empty sleeves, too! Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically zero.
Dang, I don't know. Okay, I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now.
That's so rude of you, passing judgments on strangers you've never met just because they're different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh?
I guess you have a
Silly
point.
little bird-face thinks he's so serious coming down here but doesn't know anything. Thinks he can tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me. I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
She certainly feels threatening. Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it.
Dude, I don't trust her.
But you know who is armed? You. So stop second guessing yourself and do your job.
No, she's gonna freaking do something.
But I'm nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
Okay, but what if you're just hiding it somewhere secret?
I've shown you all of my hiding spots. What kind of princess do you,
You can
think
be
I
having it
am?
between your freaking
I
butt
would
cheeks.
never hide something sharp somewhere secret. Wait, that sounds like I'm lying, but I'm actually not. My secret zones are for me, only they have nothing to do with you or my intention to not stab you to death the second you get close to me.
Her smile drops for a moment, her expression sharp and flat.
I assure you, there's nothing hidden there.
I'm inclined to believe her on that one. She seems serious. Of course, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't have something hidden somewhere. We know for a fact she's armed.
Unless she uses the chain to choke you. We killed each other last time. I'd rather not do that again. Look, I know that you're mad at me, but I think we both just need to let bygones be bygones. What if we're both honest with each other? I was sent here to stop you from ending the world, and you killed me last time after coming back from being stabbed in the heart.
That doesn't sound like me.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready
Fine,
to deal with her? We're clearly
fine.
still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance. Oh, I'm sorry, do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now?
You're acting like you are.
My entire world is at risk. Then maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way. No, I have my dignity. Fine, and will continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
Okay, you know what? Fine, I'm coming closer to you to free you. You better not try. I'm trusting this buy, turn and leave, or screw it and slay the princess. Oh god. Well, I want to save. Just in case. Maybe for next time, if I want to come back here. Okay. Should we just go for it? Should we kill her? Should we leave? But we haven't tried saving her. Okay, fine. I'm coming closer to free you. You better not try anything. We haven't tried that yet, so why not?
Of course I won't.
Look at the freaking face she's making.
Against your better judgment, you walk across the room to within arm's reach of the princess.
I like that she actually has all these sharp edges.
I don't like the way you said within arm's reach. You hear the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat. Whose meat? Not ours, right? Hers, at first, then yours. Your neck, specifically.
Hehe.
You collapse to the ground, your vision swimming as you attempt to focus on her bloody blade and the limp sack of flesh that was once her
She's
arm.
freaking made a blade. Oh, look at her freaking hand. So, blade, and you see the hand. Oh my god, her freaking arm is dangling.
You're
Look at
going to
that.
die now.
And with a quick jerk of her elbow, she does just that. Everything goes dark.
And you die. Okay. Chapter 3, the arms race, but
You're on a path in the woods. No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
well, the voice of the cheated he freaking snapped. I was gonna end it here, but now I kind of want to continue a little bit more. Okay.
You're what?
The interior. I feel dizzy.
Go back. Okay, the interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do? And I feel dizzy.
Ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now? Nobody. Nobody holds the cards. That's how it's always been. That's unfortunately how reality works.
The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
What's the point of fighting if she's just going to win every time? It hurts being sliced to pieces. We're better off just sitting up here and
You
doing
have more
nothing.
voices now.
Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third
No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction.
So then you
right?
freaking know something.
That can't be right. That's too much responsibility.
I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table. A pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually.
And what if we never do?
Don't be like that. I know things are hard right now, but we gotta stay positive. If they're so, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to? I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there?
Yeah, especially there's no freaking door, just a mirror.
You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right? But there isn't a door, it's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
Okay, we're gonna approach the mirror then.
Make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it.
Let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying twice.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess. You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
It was never there. Just an illusion.
Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and
She's
you'll be
probably
fine.
gonna look so freaking terrifying.
You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Your body tumbles onto
Oh,
the
she's there
basement
again.
floor and the form of
But she
the
looks the
princess
same.
comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
Fun for her, maybe. I didn't like dying all over again.
Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
Nothing bad has come of it yet.
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
The past isn't real. There's only here and now.
Your internal bickering is cut short by the
Okay.
wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
She's loose, and she is coming for you.
Well, we're all dead.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
What do we do? All these ideas suck. Better think of something better. She wins by killing us, right? We're gonna fight her. She has swords for arms we don't have. We're panicking. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Well, that's easy. I'm gonna try flirting with her. I don't know. Should we? Just... because we're gonna die anyways, might as well.
Now, I've tolerated quite a bit from you. This is a bridge too far. Please don't try romancing the princess. She wants to kill you. She's going to end the world if you don't stop her.
I love the artwork, though. Like, I like how creepy it is. Like, she's so cute, sweet looking, and then you just see this.
Yeah, do we have to flirt with the murderous monster?
I don't know, do you have a better idea?
I'd rather not.
It's not like she wants us anyway.
I'm fine with it. Let's see where this goes.
Oh god, I'm actually gonna... I know you want to kill me, but has anyone ever told you how gorgeous you are? I just feel like I really get you. I like you romantically even. Maybe we can hash this out over a date. Give her the look! You know what? I'll give her the look. I want to give her the look.
The look. The look. We've all used it.
That look from, like, you guys ever seen Tangled? What's his name? Flynn Rider, I think it was. That look, I don't know how to do it, but...
Yeah, do you not know about the look?
Even I know about the look.
Flash the princess,
The look.
and a rosy blush rushes to the princess's cheeks as she breaks into a wide grin.
What?
Unbelievable.
Okay.
Oh, is that how it is? Yeah, okay, I feel that. I like you too. Neat.
What? Okay.
Oh, be damned, this is actually going to work, isn't it?
I don't know.
Still going to kill you. But now we could both enjoy a mutual romantic subtext to the murder.
Or not.
At least she likes us.
Oh,
I've
poor
never
guy.
been liked before.
Blush still glowing in her
Oh
cheeks.
my god, her freaking arms.
The princess closes the distance between you, blades flashing. She skewers you. Ow.
Ow, indeed.
What worthwhile romance doesn't hurt at least a little bit? What
Really?
matters is that she likes us. She's even said as much. Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
I think we're dead.
Wait, what?
That's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
As long as we keep moving.
We'll win her heart eventually.
Oh, great. So it's going to get even more crowded. Even more deluded voices that think we might stand any kind of chance.
Come on, show me something new.
Dang, this is... I don't know. It's like... I have no words. I love this freaking game. We're panicking. We're gonna appeal to her authority. We did that before. We fought her. She was by killing us, so let's beat her to it. We're going to let her stab us, and we're going to have a stiff upper lip about it. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. Why not? It doesn't work and she kills you again, and again, and again, and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness sleeps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of conflict that transpires.
She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels.
She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her harder.
She skewers you.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought. Just panic! Flee!
This piece of art right here is nice. I'm gonna move out of the way so you can see me, or see it. Look at that. God, this game is awesome.
Skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up.
Okay, let's go again.
Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason.
She skewers you.
See? We're getting better. Okay,
It's like,
yeah.
it's like
that
some
was a
kind
good-
of purgatory, man.
None of this is working. Think. Think.
She skewers you.
We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it? One last time.
You're right. One last time, that's all we need.
And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 4, Mutually Assured Destruction.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here.
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand.
Oh, what if?
I can't stop now. I have to
Rub it
keep
out the
playing.
window.
Over my dead body.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
This freaking game is so freaking trippy. I love it.
Sure, I can think of a better way to die.
Eh, they're all the same, really.
How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them? Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
The best thing about this game...
We heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
The best thing about this game is there's so many endings and so many perspectives, so you can play it over and over and over again.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only...
It's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care, just want to win. Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
No wonder this game freaking took so long.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Well, we're definitely dead.
Holy shit!
You took the words right out of my mouth.
She's gorgeous. Absolutely divine.
She's terrifying.
Behold, the perfect woman. Do you think we can throw her out the window?
What window, dude?
That looked painful.
How is she still alive?
That's what I want to know.
Heart's still beating, that's all she needs.
This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
Her heart, maybe?
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget
All right,
it.
Okay, never mind.
What just happened? It's so quiet.
My brain. Him too. What?
Something feels different about you.
What?
It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act, and yet through the inaction your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Your weapons clash again and again, and you and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides, and the back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and hers striking too. Which strikes too. Both strikes are lethal, neither of you will survive. But neither of you fear what's to come. Neither of you feel... I can't read. Neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. Okay, so the blade ending, then. Okay. You do not get to see each other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. Approach the mirror. So we got one of the endings. Well, technically the other one, but I don't know if it counts. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. You've grown. Wait, then technically two endings, right? You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. Oh, yeah, so we did get two endings.
When I found you in the long quiet alone, I was terrified. What if you had decided to let me wither? But your commitment now is final. Your ability to walk the path of mutual annihilation is vanished with your return. If you still wish to obliterate me, it will have to wait until I am complete.
So, essentially, we have to get every single, or kill every version of the princess, and then if we want to kill her for real, like, we have to collect every single one then. Dang, this game is awesome.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
What does it feel like to change? Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right?
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Let's see. And what if I don't want to bring you any more vessels? What if I just wait here forever?
Then we will remain here as we are now. Barely finished. Damp. Cavernous.
Okay, so we have 2 vessels so far. You have no need to wait. Let's just... I'm not gonna attack it. I feel like it's a bad idea, so... Let's see what if you destroy your own body. You raise your will to end your life, but as it buries into the space your body should be... into the space your body should be, you feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Really? Well, I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
I'm not gonna get used to that. A sharp vessel. Okay, so then I did have 2. Bring the razor folder.
You're on a path in the
Okay,
woods.
no more.
And
Stop. Okay. Alright. Go back to the main menu. Yes. Okay, well that was Slay the Princess. I definitely want to get all the other perspectives and stuff. I'm gonna try my best because I've been busy, but I definitely want to beat this game. I've been waiting for this game since forever. And I keep seeing this, but I don't know what it is. I'll check it out later. But I just wanted to say you guys need to get this game. It's awesome. it's amazing. It's amazing. It's not seen. Okay. Sorry, I'm like so excited. Alright. Well, I'm gonna leave you guys here for now. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. Have a good night. Stay safe. I hope you had fun. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Take care.